Greetings. My name is Franz Taylor. I'm a district sales and marketing manager for the Bahamas Tourist Office here in London for the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, Investments, and Aviation. And it's a pleasure to present to you why the islands of the Bahamas is the perfect family getaway. And of course, doing this in collaboration with the Caribbean Tourism Organization, who we've worked with for a while now and are happy to do so. So, in terms of the Bahamas, we're an archipelago. We have 700 islands and keys, but we have 16 main islands that we market as destinations. And we're located south of Florida. We're in the Atlantic Ocean, and we are north of Cuba, and we enjoy an average year round temperature of 27 degrees Celsius. In terms of our islands, we have Nassau and Paradise Island. Nassau is the capital. Here is where we have the majority of the population, as well as the highest concentration of our bigger resorts and hotels. We also have Grand Bahama Island, our second most populous island, and is known for being the ecotourism hub of the Bahamas. And then you have the Out Islands, and here is where you can find a beautiful a cultural immersion as well as a natural immersion where you can come and really disconnect and enjoy what the Bahamas has to offer. Getting to the Bahamas is easy. We have daily nonstop flights from London Heathrow to Nassau. And then we have daily nonstop flights to the major cities in the US and Canada, such as through Miami, New York, and Toronto. There are also ferry services that go from Fort Lauderdale to the northern Bahamas. So, for example, to the islands of Bimini uh, in 2.5 hours and Grand Bahama in 3 hours. There are also interline agreements that we have with our national flag carrier, Bahamas Air, with British Airways as well as Virgin Atlantic, which connect us to the major out islands such as the Exumas, Eleuthera, Grand Bahama, and Nameco. And we have many same day connections using several airlines through the London Heathrow flight connection using British Airways. Lots of things to do in the Bahamas. Where we highly recommend to go to our fish fries. You can find our fish fries on most of our islands, and here's where you can find our the it's basically a hub for culture, uh, music, culinary delicacies, and everything Bahamian, including our people. And these just are some examples where you can find here. You have, for example, cracked lobster, conch salad, conch fritters. You have fried snappers. You have, of course, our Bahama Mamas. Uh, some nice desserts such as the guava duff, benny cake, coconut tart, rum cake, and then we have crab and rice also. So lots of delicacies here, great for adults and kids, as you can see. We have many festivals in the Bahamas and in many of our islands throughout the year. But our biggest and largest festival is called Junkanoo. And Junkanoo is held on Boxing Day, also on New Year's Day, and in our Independence Day as well. Also recommend to go to downtown Nassau. Here you can find luxury shopping as well as our cruise port. Our cruise port here has been heavily upgraded. Now we can accommodate two Icon of the Seas cruise ships. In terms of shopping, you have luxury shopping as well as you could go shopping for souvenirs. Is great for the kids. You could go shop for straw hats, bags. There are lots of jewelry and necklaces made out of conch shells. They're very beautiful. That are great as gifts. We also have several tours and museums, such as the Pirates of Nassau Museum and gift shop. And technically not downtown, but very close. You can go to a Dasher Garden and you can go see the flamingos, which flamingos is the national bird of the Bahamas. And of course, with 100,000 square miles of beautiful, crystal clear water, we have countless experiences and activities that you can enjoy with your family, such as boating. You could go to our countless beaches. Of course, there'll be wild marine life everywhere. Beautiful, crystal clear waters. You'll be able to see everything. The swimming pigs experience, for example, you could go on see-through kayaks, and of course, fishing, diving, and basically anything you can think of, you can do in our waters with your family. So this is just some visuals of Nassau, so you get the idea. As I mentioned here, is basically the city. Most of the hotels, lots of tours. In terms of historical tours, we have several forts, as well as food tours, festivals, as I mentioned before, and of course the most of the nightlife you'll find here as well. So Nassau, this is a map. You can see on the left is the Liverpool International Airport, and then we have highlighted these areas of Cable Beach, downtown, and Paradise Islands, where you'll find most of our hotels in Nassau, such as Bahamar. And Bahamar is one of our biggest hotels. We have over 2,300 rooms, consisting of three brands: Grand Hyatt, SLS, and Rosewood. Grand Hyatt is known for being excellent for groups, families and conferences, exhibitions and events and things of that sort. SLS is more of a luxury lifestyle type of resort, and Rosewood is the ultra luxury resort. So you have several dining options and bars. There are 14 pools here. There is a water park called uh, Baja Bay, and also here you have the largest casino in the Caribbean. You have art gallery, and you have clubs as well, such as the Bond nightclub, and there's a jazz club called John Batiste Club, which is a very nice venue for live music and entertainment. And this is just some pictures of Baja Bay. As you can see, there's many different experiences, such as the Stingray Cove, the Devil's Backbone, this water slide. There's a lazy river, surf. There's a lagoon where you can just go and relax. If you don't want to go on the slides all day, you can relax at the lagoon. And then, of course, you can see here the other experience. In the area of downtown, property that's great for families also is Margaritaville and one particular harbor. Many dining options here. As you can see from the footage, you have a water park and there are several pools. There are 295 luxury ocean view rooms, so you have a beautiful view of the port. You can even see the cruise ships coming in from there, and then you have all inclusive family packages that are available also, which makes this even more attractive as an option for families. These are some images. As you can see, there's a lazy river, surf as well. You're right on Junkanoo Beach, so you have access to the beach. There is a kids club, as you can see in the bottom left, and at the bottom right, you can see basically the whole setup. So it's great for kids and even adults who enjoy this type of activities. The iconic Atlantis Hotel you'll find on Paradise Island, which you access through a bridge from Nassau. And you have five properties: the Royal, the Coral, Harbor, Side Resort, the Cove, and Reef Residences. Of course, very well known for having the aquarium and the water park as well. But you also have spa services, golf, mini golf, a marina village, and a casino. There's countless experiences and forms of entertainment in this Atlantis hotel. As you can see here, the aquarium. There's even a teens club called Crush, which is excellent for those who are teenagers who still want to do some activities. There's a kids club. They have seasonal activities. So right now they have some Easter activities for the kids. You have the water park, as you can see on the right, the rapids. There's the bottom left. There's a slide which has a tank, an aquarium at the bottom of the slide, which is unique. And of course, we also have John Canoe. So if you're not there during the dates that I mentioned for John Canoe, you could enjoy a taste of John Canoe at Marina Village every Friday. So that's what you have there at the bottom of the screen. Of course, luxury shopping and boutique shopping, restaurants on Marina Village and throughout the whole resort. And of course, there's also the Dolphin Key where you can interact and be educated, especially for the kids, with the marine life there, such as dolphins and sea lions. Another property in Paradise Island. This is probably one of the best deals that you can find in the Bahamas, and it's called Comfort Suites. Now, Comfort Suites is located very close to the Atlantis Resort. On this property, kids eat free. There's complimentary breakfast every day that you're there, and you have full use and access of the Atlantis water parks. This is a great option with an affordable price as well. And they have some great offers, such as the fortnight free offer, where if you stay for 3 nights, you could get, well, a minimum of 3 nights, you get the fourth night free. Also, there's a group offer that if you book 10 rooms with a 2 night minimum length of stay, you could get your 11th room free. So that's great for those larger groups. If you a large group of family members, this is a great option for you. Grand Bahama Island, as I mentioned, is the ecotourism hub of the Bahamas. You have hundreds of ecotourism activities that you can be involved with, such as the stingray experience. There's a dolphin experience. You could also be involved in sustainability activities such as planting coral with an organization called Coral Vita, or you can do the planting of mangrove plants with a Waterkeepers organization as well. So it's a great place for family. It's a great place for nature, adventure, and environmental responsibility. One of the premier properties on Grand Bahama Island is Viva Wyndham Fortuna Resort. And this is a family all inclusive resort, which is very unique. You have 196 rooms here. You're on a beautiful beach, probably one of the best beaches in Grand Bahama Island. And here you have, several dining options. There's water sports available and unique activities such as, trapeze, archery. You have tennis as well here, and there is a dive center on site as well. There are theme nights every night, so you have shows and theater and dancing instructions. It's a very fun, family friendly resort. There's also spa services available here as well. So here are just some images of what I've talked about. The water sports, as you see all the people dancing of all ages. Probably a party of some sort. You have the trapeze on the right. There's the dive center, of course, the night theme shows, and the kids club they have as well. So this is great for families as an option in Grand Bahama Island. And now the Out Islands. The Out Islands, my favorite part of the whole Bahamas. We have regularly scheduled service to the Out Islands from Nassau to these islands using Bahamas Air. So it's very easy to get to them. And here's where you can really come to really disconnect, relax, and enjoy our Bahamian people, our marine environment, and wildlife as well. Just to mention a little bit of our islands in our islands. Bimini, for example, is known as being the fishing capital of the Bahamas. You have Cat Island, which has the highest point of the Bahamas. Um, the Berry Islands is at the tongue of the ocean, which is great for uh, snorkeling. You have Eleuthera and Harbor Island, where we have our pink sand beaches. The Exumas, where we have the iconic swimming pigs experience, the official swimming pigs experience. And you have Long Island with the second deepest blue hole in the world. Andros is our largest island, but it has one of our natural wonders, which is the third largest barrier reef. And then you have the southern Bahamas with Ragged Island, Atkins and Crooked Island, San Salvador, and Mayaguana. These islands are more remote and more relaxed, but they're great for those that like to do any type of outdoor excursions, as well as especially fly fishing. And the Abacos is known as being the boating capital of the Bahamas. So the Out Island, some of the premier properties that I can highlight, for example, Grand Isle in Exumas. Here you have 1 to 4 bedroom villas. So this is great for groups and families that want to, have a vacation with some, luxury, all in one place. You have water sports available. There's a marina. There's golf as well. It's a great place for weddings. Also, you have the Cove in Eleuthera and Cape Santa Maria. Very similar properties, both of them, as they're both on a cove like beach. There are luxury villas and bungalows and residences that are spread across the beach, and they are have access to many excursions and ecotourism activities as well, very close by to the properties, which are set in an offbeat, beaten path way. And then you have the resorts. Well, Bimini, this resort is you have a boutique casino. There's shopping, and it's great for fishing as well as diving. As Bimini is also probably the best place to dive in the world. Some of the activities you can see here are from the Grand Isle Resort that you could do from there in Exuma, such as the swimming pigs, of course, where you can go to Stanley Key. You have the iguana encounters. Here you can feed the iguanas, the sea turtles. You can see and swim with them, feed stingrays. You can snorkel, and you can dive as well. And we have some beautiful coral reefs that you're going to be able to see with no problem, as we have some of the clearest waters in the world. Of course, take advantage of our deals with the Out Island Promotion Board. We have our European residents two fly free offer, where if you book 4 to 6 consecutive nights at a participating hotel, you get one free airline or ferry ticket from Nassau free. If you do 7 consecutive nights, then you get two free airline or ferry tickets from Nassau. And you also have our people to people program. This program is really the best way to get to know the Bahamas. It's an award winning program that's been running for over 50 years, and you're introduced to the Bahamas through a Bahamian. And the way it works is that you're registered and you're matched with someone with similar passions and interests, and you're able to live alongside them the life of a Bahamian, doing activities with them. You could go have a Bahamian meal or do an activity that you both enjoy. And it's been going on, for, like I said, for over 50 years, and it has resulted in lifelong friendships. So it's a testament to how successful this program really is. We also have our My Booking Rewards program, where you log your bookings, you're able to receive compensation for it. For example, for Grand Bahama and the Out Islands, you get £30 per room for up to 5 rooms, and £150 per booking for 5 rooms or more. And then you have a minimum of 4 nights and two persons as the um, requirement. And for Nassau and Paradise Island, it'll be 20 for up to 5, and £100 per booking for 5 or more rooms with the same requirements. As well, if you want to become an expert on the destination, on the Bahamas, you have the Bahamas Specialist Program where you could sign up for that as well. And you could also specialize in certain areas to give yourself even more credibility to be able to sell our beautiful destination. And to conclude all this, I'm going to play a video where you're going to be able to see all that I've talked to you about. And you could realize that in terms of a family vacation, the Bahamas has everything to offer for this.
Top or jelly bees, I come from the gutter. Hide and seek and catch and freeze in the summer. Mama used to say, play with puppy and lick your mouth. 30 pieces of silver, man, you know what they're talking about. Boy, don't you stop, continue to fight. Forgive them, peace and love, and everything will be alright. Say, hey, na na, hey, na na, hey, na na, hey, na na. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me the music. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me the boom, babe. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me the guns, that ring. Give me, give me, give me, give me, that ring. Give me the jump on the moon. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me my culture. Hey, na na, hey, my culture, mine, mine. Give me, give me, give me, give me. I need it. Give me the music. Give me, give me, give me, give me. I want it. Give me the boom, babe. Give me, give me, give me, give me. Got the heart. Give me the guns, babe. Give me, give me, give me, give me. I need it. Give me the jump on the moon. I want it. Give me, give me, give me, give me. Give me my culture. Hey, na na, hey, my culture. Hey, na na. Cupid.
Thank you very much for your undivided attention. For anything related to the Bahamas, anything you need, feel free to contact me and I'll be glad to assist.